This is going to be an episode covering the cause of bedwetting. The cause of bedwetting is because of the child or the adult that has this problem sleeping incorrectly or too deep. I'll be showing that to you on a sleep chart a little later. But most parents know that. It's quite evident when they get their child up and take them to the bathroom. And what happens in that process is they actually train them to wet the bed. Because when you get the child up and take them to the bathroom, you're actually training them to do what you're trying to prevent, and that's urinating or voiding in that sound sleep. The bedwetter doesn't know the difference between the toilet and the bed and the sound sleep. That's the reason why the people getting them up and taking them to the bathroom, setting alarm clocks for them, or even using urine alarms identical to what we do sometimes. What it does is it actually trains them to wet the bed, and everybody does that with their bedwetter somewhere along the line. That sleep itself causes other problems with that child. Now I'm going to explain this sleep a little bit so you get a good idea of why it's an incorrect way of sleeping. There's lots of things that result in incorrect sleep, like sleepwalking, night terrors, heavy perspiration, snoring, bruxism, which is a nocturnal tooth grinding, narcolepsy or sleep apnea, which have to be more severe type disorders. There are some characteristics that show up with bedwetters over the long run, and not every bedwetter has this, nor is yours. But sometimes they'll get up in the morning, they're lethargic, it takes them 5 or 10 minutes to crank the motor, get them going. Sometimes they start things they don't follow through. And as they get older and get into school, teachers start saying things to parents, you know, your son or your daughter is a very bright child, but not working up to the potential. They could do better. Or they daydream or have a lack of attention span. When we get up to the 12, 13, or 14, and 15-year-old bedwetters, somewhere around 60 to 65% of them have some issues with ADD and ADHD problems. And that's a direct result of that contributing sleep. It doesn't take a scientist to figure that out. Because see, if you didn't get a night's rest, you can be spaced out yourself. Now I'm going to explain this sleep a little bit on a chart up here. Over here we have basically 4 stages of sleep. There's stage 1, 2, 3, and 4. And basically if you're normal, you'll be the blue line. Start up here and go to stage 1, 2, 3, and 4. You stay there for a little while, come up through 3 and 2. And between stages 1 and 2 you experience REM, rapid eye movement. That's the dream state. You probably know that. But by depriving people of that type of sleep, they've discovered that's where you're emotionally and psychologically resting. So the next day you can deal with your everyday stresses and strains and whatever. Now notice on the chart, that took 90 minutes for that to occur. So normal means you're going out of REM sufficiently every 90 minutes all night long. Maybe about 4 or 5 times a night for the average person. Now the bedwetter tends to be this red line. They start up here, they plunge down to stage 4 sleep rapidly, stay there for long periods of time, have what we call a rapid REM rise. They come up to the REM state, they wet their bed, and then immediately go to stage 4 sleep. Now you notice that only took 20 to 90 seconds for that to occur. So there's quite a bit of difference between a normal way of sleeping as opposed to the abnormal one that results in a wet bed. That's the reason this problem can drive moms and dads crazy, because you can restrict their liquids, toilet them before they go to bed. Sometimes they'll wet within an hour after they go to bed, or 2 or 3 times a night. See, the bedwetting doesn't occur because your bedwetter has to go to the bathroom. It occurs because they lose control in that sound sleep. The 800 number is 1-800-NIGHT-DRY, NIGHT is spelled N-I-T-E. That's 1-800-648-3379. Doesn't matter where you live, we can help you with your problem.